Welcome to Uptown Mamis NYC. I'm
Yes,
not
episode
saying Uptown Girls
5.
anymore.
I know, that's good. We're making the change in our brains. We're like Uptown Mommies, Uptown Mommies, Uptown Mommies. This is
This is
episode
the
5,
grown version.
Iran. Can we just say that this is episode number 5? Like, we are actually doing this.
Yes.
We're
And
being
this has
very
been years in the
intentional.
making.
Yes, this has been very intentional. So we just
Yes.
want to give a shout out to all of our Uptown Mommies, Uptown Poppies who are actually sharing our leaving us comments or saying how our episodes are resonating with them. So please, please, please share, like, comment, subscribe, everything that you can do on all platforms. Do it for us. We really appreciate you guys and keep sending us your DMs and letting us know like how this is definitely resonating with with your mommyhood, with your daddyhood, with your parenthood, whatever it may be, because we're all going through it. So we really, really, really appreciate you guys.
And we are
Yay!
now on Spotify, YouTube,
Yes.
and Apple.
And Amazon
Am I
Music.
missing? Yes,
Amazon
and
Music. We're
Amazon
on
Music.
everywhere.
Yes.
I think we're
So give
yeah,
us a
we are on
follow.
everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah. Give us a follow,
Um,
shout us out. And we're gonna be soon on YouTube. So that's another one. We're doing this all ourselves. So again, give us grace. We're trying. We're learning as we're going. The
yeah, it's
millennial in
not
us.
easy.
The millennial in us is working overtime over here. But we have a good episode. Today is a really good episode we're excited about. I feel like this is gonna get a lot of comments, a lot of DMs. This is the friendship episode where we talk all things friendship, what happened after motherhood, how your relationships with your friends have changed. Did you create a new village after you gave birth? How did you change? How did your values change as a person? I feel like that's big, especially like after becoming a mom, after becoming a parent. I think it's that's something that a lot of people do not really talk about. How
Yeah.
like you're mourning like certain friendships, you're kind of, figuring yourself out as a
And
whole
it
new
could feel
person.
lonely. Yeah.
Yes, it does feel lonely. Let's jump right into it. Like tell me, Iran, like what did anybody warn you about like how lonely motherhood was gonna be or how your friendships were gonna change?
No, and especially I was a party girl, as you guys know.
We
And
both were.
yeah.
Bartender life.
And it just happened, from one day to the next. And I just had to get it together and go from party girl to mom. And the transition was really hard because I was used to just getting up and just doing what I wanted to do, meeting up with my friends. During this time, I was living on Dykeman. So it was just very easy to just like take those last minute
Mhm.
calls, like, hey girl, I'm at Dykeman Bar, and
We're La
just go,
Marina. You wanna
La
come hang
Marina,
out?
let's go. And, hop in and jump in and skip away. And
Mhm.
then I moved to the Bronx. Most of my friends live in the city. The Bronx is still the city, but like when you're in the North Bronx, it doesn't feel like that. Um,
Definitely.
yeah. And then, yeah, like I feel like once I had the baby, my friends are still there. I have Francesca's one of them. And I have like this core group of friends, which disclaimer, I might get emotional because I'm holding my emotions in right now. I just lost a friend over the weekend, and from that core group, she's my second friend that I lost. Um,
So hold your
and
friends close. Just
yes,
it's okay. I think this is what
yes.
this is what we're here for, right? This is us
Yeah,
being
Francesca asked me
transparent.
if I was good to record today, but I just wanted to keep busy
Yeah.
and keep
And it's good.
going.
I
So,
feel like
yeah,
these are
I
these
need
are
to
all
talk about
reminders.
it.
Yes,
Yeah.
these are all reminders, like reminders of life, reminders of how blessed we are to be able to have these types of friends in our lives. And I think as we get older, like again, like our values
Mhm.
change. And when things like this happen where it's like we lose people that, are close to us and things like that, like, it's good to talk about it. It's not good to, like, tragatelo, right? So it's
Yeah,
like, as
and
I told Erin, I'm like,
yeah,
"Cry if you have to, like, we're transparent, do not
I
judge
have the
us."
tissue right here.
Yeah, she has the tissues, like, it is what it is, but I think this is just a reminder of, like, if you have your friends, see them. Like, I think sometimes as moms, we forget that. We're just like, "Oh, no, like, we'll meet up because my calendar is full because of X, Y, and Z," and then things
Or
like this
we're afraid to
happen.
bring the kids
Yeah,
with us,
exactly,
or
or we're afraid. Like, bring the kids, like, have these get-togethers in your home. It doesn't even have to be going out. Like,
yeah,
get a bottle of wine or bottle of alcoholic-free wine. I don't know, get some anything, gummies, whatever you wanna do, whatever your life desire is. Like, meet up with the people that are close to you because you never know, when they could be gone. So, like,
yeah,
I think today's episode is let's stop making excuses. Like, even though we're moms and we have kids, like, making sure that we're still reuniting with our friend groups,
and
taking
keeping
the
that
time out,
community.
yeah, and keeping that community.
Yeah.
But
So,
keep telling me, yeah.
yeah, so I have these core group of friends, and um, we've been friends for 20 something years.
Mm,
And so we practically grew up together from just being crazy party girls. Most of us are moms, and I like to call them aunties because like they're like the best to the kids that we do have. And yeah, when I first had my son 8 years ago,
ugh,
um,
can't believe it's gonna be it's
it's
8 years.
crazy.
Like, what is the
And he
world?
is so tall, and I can't. He, I was in the Bronx, and my friends would come visit me when I had him. Um, they would just make sure that I wasn't by myself,
Mhm,
and I really appreciated that. Always checking in, seeing me and the baby. As he got older, I started being a mom, working a 9 to 5
mhm,
and
mhm.
bartending. So that's where it got tricky.
Oof.
And I think that's when did you sneeze? Bless you.
No, I
You
said,
just,
"Woof."
oh,
I was like,
oh,
"Geez," like,
yeah, a lot. When he was like
yeah.
6 months old. And I did that for like 3 years. So I was working a lot. And it was just, I've done it before, the whole bartending, your schedule's off, but you still get to see
Mhm.
your friends on those random Tuesdays when you're just
Yes.
bartending and you're just taking care of yourself. But when
Mhm.
you have a baby now, you just want to spend all your off time with your kid.
Mhm,
So I wasn't spending as much time as I wanted with my friends, and so like months would go by, I would still talk to them on the phone, and any chance I got, but seeing them
mhm,
in person, that wasn't happening as much, and things started to become lonely. Um, then I moved again, and it was even lonelier because I don't really have friends around here. But
mhm.
then I got a car, and my own car, and it got easier, and I had a second child, and I just would get in the car with both kids and just go meet up with friends, especially, they were all having kids at the
Mhm,
same time now with my second child. Um, so it was just like easier to see them and do things because I wasn't the only one with the kid at the time.
mhm.
Two of them already had kids, but they were older. And that was nice too because they were like seasoned. So any
Yeah.
questions I had, I would ask them. And I was comfortable with them babysitting. Um,
Which is a
one thing
big thing. I
yes,
think that we don't talk about that also, I don't wanna,
yeah,
like, you know, derail your thought, but
mm-hmm,
it's true though, like, having friends that can babysit your kids is a game changer, right?
it
Because
is.
you also want you have to feel safe. As a mom, we're like, "Okay, we wanna feel safe, wanna make sure our child is safe, and no
Mm-hmm,
es una loca que se va a venir a tu casa."
yes,
So I think that's also something that we definitely need to acknowledge, like those friendships
yeah,
that we have that we can use, like not use, but you know what I mean, like we can actually count on them to babysit your kid because I feel like
mm-hmm.
that's a big thing, especially like in Latino culture. Like uno no deja su niño con todo el mundo, right?
And
Like,
you know what's crazy? Like people
mhm,
would ask or people would tell me, "Oh,
Yeah.
I'll take care of your kid. I'll help you." And that's another thing because I did have friends that I'm not as close to anymore that they were
Mhm.
like, "Oh, I'll help you with anything you need." And then I had the baby and they were nowhere to be found. But
Mm.
like one person that really sticks out is my friend Inez. Like one day she just called me out the blue. She's like, "Tell hubby that you guys are going out on a date. I'm coming over
Mhm.
and I'm taking care of the baby." And Riley was like 2 months old, and that was our first date after baby. And
Aw.
it felt so nice. And she just kept sending us pictures throughout the night. And I'm forever grateful for that because, like, I needed that. Like, when you first
Yeah.
have a kid and you're always home, that's
Mm.
like, it gets really, really, really lonely.
It does. I
And
think
yeah.
yeah, I think that's another part, right? Like, we obviously are diving into, like, friendships and how they change, but I think, um, it's true, like, when you first have your baby, like, it is very lonely because you're so used to go, 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 especially, like, as, as 2 women who are, like, always on the go or have their careers and things like
And
that. I feel like
hustling
and
and yep.
hustling, like, I think you forget, like, the minute you have a baby, it's like you're just in your house. Like, you're not doing anything but taking care of this little human, making sure, like, they're good. Because again, you've never done this before, so you're just trying to figure it out. You're trying to make sure that, the baby's good, that you're taking a shower, that the baby's fed,
Mm.
like, you're breastfeeding, there's so much
And sometimes you
happening.
go days without taking a shower because
Yes,
it
because
just
you're
gets
so
crazy.
it gets insane. So and then it's like that loneliness of wanting to go out, but again, not wanting to leave your baby, having those friend groups that they're like, "Hey,
Mhm.
girl, like, let's go out." And you're like, "I just had a baby. Like, I can't leave my house right now." Like, there's things that need to, be scheduled before I even leave this house. I gotta pump. I gotta save milk. I gotta make sure that he's with, someone that you trust, be like their dad or like your mom, whatever it may be.
Mhm.
Like, making sure that, again, the anxiety of, like, we talked about this before about, like, mom guilt. Oh my god, like, I'm leaving my baby, like, is he gonna be okay? Like, that guilt that you
Mhm.
have in the back of your brain as well, kicks in. So I think it's insane, like, the loneliness factor when you have a baby because you don't wanna leave your house, but you do wanna leave your house, but then you don't know what else to talk about because 'cause you're gonna talk about your kid the entire time because you're now a new person who just gave birth to an entire human. So you're like, "What am I gonna talk about?" Like, I haven't been out
Yeah,
and
you have
seen
nothing to talk about.
nothing
You don't even
nothing to
remember,
wear.
like, even you don't know new music. You don't, well,
Nothing.
this is not for everyone, but I'm
Yes,
talking from experience. Like, I didn't know
same.
what new music was out there.
You just know Rachel, Miss Rachel.
Yeah.
You know the jams. You know the new the newborn jams. That's what you know. You know the
Yeah,
Bluey episodes. That's so true.
exactly.
Mhm.
Mhm. It gets really, it gets tough. But,
I'm like taking off my earring because I keep hitting my microphone.
but yeah, like, it's just like, yeah, like, and if you're a friend that doesn't have kids and your friends are having kids, just try to be there for them. I
Yes,
know it
that's a
might
big
be a
one.
little boring or it might be a reminder that you're not there yet,
Mhm. Mhm.
but it's just all about community. When it's your time, you have those people there because they'll
Yeah,
remember you there. Um, that was the
that's
same
so
thing with
true.
Francesca. Like Francesca would always like hit me up, let's go to dinner. Sometimes I'll be mad flaky, her and Sule, right? I'll be like, I can't,
But
especially like,
but we
yeah,
understood
they
that though.
understand. So like
Yeah.
real friends do understand. And that's like from my core group and
Mhm.
like those who did understand, like I'm so grateful. Obviously there were other people that didn't understand. They don't invite me places anymore and that's okay. I'm just like, whatever, it's not meant to be.
Yeah.
But like even now my kids are grown, but the thing is my husband's a firefighter, so it's very hard. Right now, I'm like practically a work from home, stay at home mom,
Mhm.
and there are times when he doesn't have the same schedule every day.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Mhm.
every week, so things change, or sometimes he's away for 36 hours, and I can't go to everything. I
Mhm.
don't have
Mhm.
like that support system, as we spoke about before. So sometimes I'm just like, oh my God, I'm missing something again. And especially like a reminder was this weekend. Like I was like, oh my God, where was I? Like I was looking at pictures and I was like, where was I? Where was I? I was going through my stuff. And I also, let's talk about postpartum depression
Yes, that's another
because
thing we gotta
that
talk about.
hits.
That hits hard. That
It hits
definitely
hard and
does hits hard.
you don't even tell anyone that it's going on. Like you just like hold it in, like go through it by yourself.
Mhm. I am
It's well
thankful
so,
though. Yeah, even like I was gonna
mhm.
say talking about postpartum, like I was thankful that I had found like before I was when I had, like, my therapist when I was pregnant, like, before that, and then, like, after I had, like, Asher. Like, I think I'm grateful that I had, like, a therapist during that time because a lot of the things that we would talk about was true, like, the postpartum depression. Like, I always say, like, anybody asks me, like, "Oh my god, how was your pregnancy? How was your birth?" I'm like, "My pregnancy was great." Like, my birth, top notch. Like, I was good. I did a home birth. I had my doula.
Mhm.
I had my midwife, like I gave birth in my sala and it was amazing. Like
Yeah.
I would get pregnant again and have a like literally push another baby out because for me, my experience was amazing. What was
Mhm.
not so amazing was the postpartum part. And that's something that I always say to anyone who asks me about, oh my God, how was your pregnancy? Did you enjoy it? And I'm like, pregnancy, having Asher was amazing. Like it was everything that I
Mhm.
wanted during that time. I was like, but nobody spoke to me about postpartum. I think we see in our lives or like TV or whatever, it's always the, oh my God, pregnancy is going to be so painful. It's going to be horrible. It's going to like, you know what I mean? So that's what they kind of like feed us, but nobody talks about
Mhm.
postpartum. I think people are starting to talk about it now because it stopped being such a like a stigmatism in like culture where it's like, oh my God, you had postpartum? Oh no, 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 no. We don't talk about that. But it's true, I think that's
Yeah.
something that we need to
Like
talk about
eso en
more.
la
Yeah.
cabeza.
No, it's not.
Yeah, eso
Like,
en la, yeah.
postpartum is hard as shit. Like, I'm saying it right now. Quote me. That shit is hard.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
it's
not gonna lie,
so
like
hard.
it's hard and horrible. Like I
Yes.
actually started getting, I don't know, I know there's a word for it and I knew it, but I can't remember
Mhm.
right now. I started getting depressed when I was 6 months pregnant with my
Mhm.
first one. And it was mostly because I had to stop working because I was bartending.
Yeah.
And yes, I bartended till I was 6 months.
Nobody knew Erin was
And
pregnant. It was
yeah,
hilarious.
it was so hilarious. And I like it was hard for me because, I saved money preparing for
Mhm.
it, but then I had to depend on my husband. I never depended on anyone since I was 14.
Mhm.
So that really, even though like, he has no problem like supporting me and it was just me, like I have to ask for help. I have to ask for
Yeah.
financial help. If I want to go buy myself a pair of sneakers, I have to go ask him like to give me money.
Oof.
Like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it was just horrible. And I will make my little side money here off Poshmark or, like little hustles, my
Mhm.
website here and there. But it was just so bad feeling like I can't do anything. And then that was another thing while my friends were coming to me because, like, I was like, I don't want to ask my husband for money to go hang out. But,
Mhm.
and we had a baby like so early into our relationship. So, and it was my first real relationship. So I didn't know like he would be comfortable with, oh, let me get money para yo salir con mi amiga. Now
Mhm.
I know, like, now he's like
Yeah.
here. But it was just, it was horrible. But with my second pregnancy, I was actually working and it was COVID. So I was
Mm.
working, not spending
Yeah.
money and being home. And I was able to like, you know, just use the money how I wanted to, buy my baby everything I wanted to. And it was a happier pregnancy because
Mhm.
I didn't feel limited.
Yeah. But you were also like a
But
different person. That's another thing. I think from the first
yeah,
pregnancy to the second pregnancy, you grew as a person, you grew as a mom.
I did, yes.
You already knew what to expect. You were kind of like doing something completely different. It was COVID. It was the world was shut down, right? So it's like you
Mhm.
didn't have really like the
I got
FOMO
to be at home
of
and get paid.
exactly. You
I
were
loved
able
it.
to be at home, get paid. You didn't have FOMO. The streets were closed. No había
Yes.
nadie en la calle. Nada más los frecos. So it was
The
like one of
germ
those things,
spreaders.
right? Like it was one of those things where
Mhm.
you're just like, hey, like this is great. So I feel like it was a different type of experience. You had 2 different
Yeah.
experiences. But that's good though to talk about, like, how, like, your first experience kinda, like, created your second one, because now you're like, "Okay, I know what to expect. I know what to do. I'm not
But you know
outside."
what's funny though?
Mhm.
Because even though 3 years passed, it was like I was doing it all over again, brand new.
I'm sure,
Like
mommy
the
brain.
newborn phase, like I
Yeah.
was like, "How do I carry this baby?" Like it was you forget. It's
Yeah.
so weird. It was so weird, but
But
yeah,
you
I
made
was
it.
yeah, I made it through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's one thing, obviously, like, friendships, you wanna create your village even after you have your baby, before and after. Don't forget who you are, see your friends, see the people that you love and you enjoy, because that's gonna when you
Mhm.
water yourself, that's gonna help out.
It does.
Postpartum depression, like, if you feel a certain type of way, like, say it. Like, who cares if somebody may look at you crazy or weird? Like,
Mhm.
it's something that
If
is
they do,
real.
then
It's then, "Oh, well, bye."
they're the not normal people.
Yeah,
Like
because at the end of the day,
someone would
like,
understand.
exactly, postpartum depression is very real. Like, I feel like I went through it even, like, after Asher, because I was just like, como I was so inquieta, like, I always, like I said in our in one of our last episodes, like, working when you start working so young and you don't have to really depend on anybody and you're so independent and you're kinda, like, on the go, 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 like, I was already at my job for, like, 5 years, like, I was, like, so used to, like, moving and not having to, like, ask permission in a weird way, right? Because when you have a kid now, you
Mhm.
have to kinda ask permission. You're like, "Oh, I feel so bad about leaving my child." But, like, you were so used to go, 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 so, like, when you're like, staying still in your home, like, it hits you, and you're just like, "Oh my god," like, you're going crazy, like, in your brain, you're going crazy because 'cause you're exhausted from not sleeping, you have anxiety because you have a complete new being that you want to take care of. And every little thing, you're just
Mhm.
like, oh my God, is the baby okay? Like, is he crying? Why is he like, why does his belly hurt? He hasn't pooped. Like, it's like so much happens, you know what I mean? And then the first time your baby gets sick, you're like, oh my God, you don't know if you want to run to the ER or like it's going to pass. Like,
Mhm.
there's so much mental stress that goes into it, like those first few months, because you're just, your first and your
You
hormones
have
are out
to
of whack.
yeah,
That's
you
another
have
thing.
to
Your
make sure
hormones.
that this baby survives.
Yes, and you wanna make sure that you're taking care of yourself and you're eating and you're drinking water, because if you're not eating and drinking water, you're not producing milk, like, depending on who breastfed, who didn't breastfeed. Like,
Mhm.
again, like, it is a mental warfare in your
Y eso es
brain,
lo que me
and then
pasó a mí,
yeah,
like, yeah, I
mental
got so
warfare,
depressed, I
hard.
wasn't eating, I wasn't like, I got skinnier than I ever was after I
Imagínate.
had the baby, and everybody's like, "Oh, your snapback," and I'm like, It's not a snapback, I'm stressed." Like,
Yeah.
I'm going through it. "Oh,
You're
don't
like this.
worry, it's just the first few months." It lasted 3 years.
Yeah, everybody goes through it differently. Like, everybody has their own, you know? Like, I think that's what it is. I think everybody goes through it differently. Like, yours lasted 3 years, mine's lasted a few months. I think it's a year, honestly. I think I'm still not the same. Like, Asher just turned 3, and I
Mhm.
feel like I'm finally starting to,
Yeah, that's the
like, feel
age where you
comfortable,
yes.
because now I'm like, "Okay, I
Mhm.
can I can go have dinner." Like, I'll look at my phone, I'll look at his camera when he's sleeping. Like, I'm still, like, como pendiente, but,
Mhm.
it's not as psychotic as it was when he was first, like,
Yeah.
when he's more of a baby, but I'm still like, I am such an anxious parent. Like, I am super anxious when it comes to him. The minute he's like, "Mama, my tummy hurts," I'm like, "Oh, what's happening?"
Yeah,
I was
cause
like,
you don't know,
urgent
like
care, because we don't know.
yeah.
Oh, it is
Even with my
exhausting.
5-year-old, she's like, "My throat hurts," and I'm like, "Your throat
Oh,
hurts how? Like, is
yes.
it dry or is it structural?"
Mhm.
Like,
Like, we
and you don't know because they can't describe it
it's
correctly, so you have to
yes.
go to the doctor.
And then you gotta pay a $50 copay for them to tell you,
Yes,
he's
each
fine,
time.
everything is fine, like, he's good, like, if he's still in pain, like, just give him some Tylenol." And I'm like, "I could have done this at home." But again, it's this your brain that is like, "Oh my god, is he okay? Am I a bad mom? Like, what is happening?" Like, it is not for the weak. Like, this is
Mhm.
another thing I say, quote me on this. Parenthood is not for the weak. Like, this is why it took me
It's
so
not.
long to have a baby, because again, like, seeing friends and things like that, I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm not ready to be a mom. I don't wanna be a mom. I wanna be the cool ranch aunt who spoils her nephews." Like, that was me. And then I got together with my, with my partner now and someone who I knew since I was 11 years old. I was just like, "Oh, let's do it." Like it was very easy. But at the
Mhm.
same time, I'm like, it I didn't get pregnant till I was like almost 36 years old. I was just like the geriatric pregnancy, okay? I was like the surprise pregnancy for my family. They were like, "We didn't even know you wanted to have a baby." Um, but again, like, you know what I mean? Like I was ready to be a parent, thinking in my brain, but after I had Asher, I'm
Mhm.
like, I was not ready. Like, I'm not ready
You're
today.
never ready.
I'm not
You're
ready
never
today.
ready.
I'm not ready today.
No
That's
one's ever ready.
Nobody's ever ready. That's another thing they should tell you. You're never ready to become a parent. You're never ready for postpartum. You're never ready to lose your friendships because you're a mom now and your values
Mhm.
change. You don't really want to go out. Like on a Friday night, you're like, oh, I kind of rather stay home with my kids
Mhm.
and watch TV and just have a glass of wine and drink. You know what I mean? And order in, or like some days, those lazy weekends are the best.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
and then you have your friends that are like, oh, let's go out, meet you here, and you're just like, for me to go out at
Yeah,
nine
you're like
o'clock,
in the
get
corner
dressed.
of the couch, like,
Oh, I'm like, do I really want to go out? Do I really want to figure out what to wear? Because that's another thing. I forgot how to dress once I became
So
a
yeah,
mom.
that happens too. That happens
Do-
too.
I
I'm
have no
just now
idea.
getting my style back,
I have no
and
idea.
I'm not usually, I think about my outfit, but I don't have the mental space for that today. But I'm like, yeah, that happens.
It's
Yeah,
wild.
but yeah, but I
I
would
am.
say,
Yeah, go ahead.
no, from what from the events that happened this weekend, I would say
Mhm.
like try to push yourself to get out there more with your friends.
Mhm.
I know it sounds hard, but it's like life is short and
Mhm.
like I wish right now like I would have spent more time with my friend. Like
And you
but
did.
we're
Think about
gonna
all the pictures you have
I
and all
we
the
did. I
memories,
have
right?
thousands of pictures. Like
Like,
I was like
how lucky are you that you are able to have like a group of friends that have been part of your life for over 20 years? Like, think about how many people can actually say that.
yeah,
Friendships
and
that are
the
actually
same
have been
girls.
continuing. Yeah, like has been like a continuous thing throughout these last couple of years. Like, not someone who you didn't talk to for like 5 years and then they came back into your life,
Yeah.
right? Like, these have been friendships that have been great. And even like with like Susie, like I feel like I met Susie and I met Chellz through you, so forever grateful because we've had some funny times. Like I think always of like
My
when we
friends
went to
are a
LA,
riot, guys.
when we went to LA and we stood at Susie's house. The funniest, like funniest person and super like down to earth, like boss. Like she was a boss, but she was like super
Uh-huh.
down to earth, super nice to everyone. Like she would go to Slauson and be at the thrift shop, but then also she can put on like a expensive ass pair of heels and lead a whole like board. Like that was
Yeah.
Susie. And she was super Mexican. Like everybody knew she was Mexican. Like she did not hide it. She was all she was Mexican. Susie was Mexican, like
Mhm.
mariachis, super dope, and I was able to meet her thanks to Iran. And then even like after I went to LA again with my sister, she literally let me and my sister stay in her house. She was just like, "No, come over.
Oh.
Like, don't worry about it. Don't pay for anything. Like, we're good." Like the most nicest
Oh
and
my
down
God,
to
you have
earth.
me.
Like, sorry, but it's true, like, 'cause I started thinking about all these, like, little memories, you know what I mean? Thanks to you at the end of the day, because I was able to meet these people.
Yeah.
Shell, same thing, like, I think I have wild memories of Shells, like, from being at Dykeman Bar, her raspy little voice, and her loud ass smile. She was like, "Francesca!" Like, or you know what I mean? Like, you can hear it in your hair, in your brain, like, doing things in her apartment many moons ago, being brokenhearted out here in these streets and doing things that we had no business doing at her apartment when her and Laura used to live together, and hilarious like moments, like funny moments, and she was always so like so cute because she was so short. That's anybody who knew Shell knew she was short. Okay, but she was like, but she was loud, and her laugh was like contagious. Whenever she used to do like, like ladies' night, or she used to be at Dykeman Bar, like whenever, you know what I mean. The last time I saw her, which was crazy, was at Arcangeli, that book tag. She was there.
She was, and that's something that runs through my mind because that day I was like, she was, because she used to work for Apple,
Mhm.
and I had hit her up because my husband, who's a lot taller than me, saw her. I didn't get to see her,
Yeah, I
and
saw
I
her.
hit her up,
Mhm.
and then as I was leaving, that's when she hit me, and she was like, "Let me finish up here." And then, like, people kept coming up to me talking, and then, like, because we were talking outside, I went back inside,
Oh,
and
okay.
after that, como que se me pasó. I'm like, "Yo, I have to go back to the
Yeah.
kids,"
And I
and
remember
because
you
I
said
had to
that to
take
me
the Metro
too.
North.
Yeah, you said that to
Yeah,
me and Manny because we were like, "Oh, you wanna go let's go grab dinner," because me and Manny were like, "Oh, we're gonna
yeah,
grab dinner. Might as well." My mom has Asher, like, we have to take
and it
these
was right
moments.
before Valentine's Day, yeah.
Yeah, and we're like, we have to take these moments when our parents are watching the kids, and we're like, "Oh, let's stay out. We're all in the city." And you were like, "I have to
Mhm.
get back to, like, the kids," which is funny that you did, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, so I'm at the train station, she's like, "Bitch, where you at?" Because that's how we used to talk to each other. And I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I left
Mhm,
to catch the train." And she's like, "I understand. I'm like that with the LIRR." And I hit her up and I was like, and this is a part of this whole conversation too. Like,
mhm.
you have to tell your friends you love them.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person, like our friends group, we always tell each other we love each other. And like we always like we're so open.
Mhm,
And that day, like, I hit her up because I was just like, I felt so guilty that I couldn't see her and I was just rushing
mhm,
to my kids. And I was just like, I'm sorry I haven't been a good friend because, she'll hit me up and I'll be like, I can't go out right now. I can't. And I'm not like drinking like that anymore. So it's like,
mhm.
it's hard for me to like go to bars and clubs, even though we did other stuff too. But
Yeah.
like, we used to love going out to eat. And, like, I hit her up and I was like, "I'm sorry I haven't," like, I felt so guilty and it hurts even more today, and I was just like, "I'm sorry, I haven't been a good friend." Um, I'm just going through some stuff because that's another thing, right? When you're going through some stuff, you're
Mhm.
figuring it out, you start isolating
Yes.
yourself,
Yes.
and it's very important for us. I don't know if it's, like, something, like, that adults have been doing forever or just
Mhm.
because we have social media and we feel like everybody's, like,
Connected when we're not really
connected,
connected.
but we're
Yeah.
not. Like, it has to be on that personal level, so it's so easy for us to, like, detach when we're going through stuff, and, like, I think back to that day and I'm like, "Damn, I wish I would've waited and, like, just given her a hug." Like, I've spoken to her after that, but that was, like,
Mhm.
we were in the same fucking room
Yeah.
together.
Yeah. 'Cause I remember I saw her when, me and Zule, because me and Zule I met up with Zule because we were like,
Mhm.
"Oh, we went to the event, and then we saw you, after." But after, when everybody was talking to her, I saw her. And so I think that's crazy that the last time I saw her was at the Arcángel event. It was February, literally, and we're in, what, April? And then we got the news that she had passed, and it was just, like, such an unexpected situation. So it's true, like, slow down, reach out to your friends. Again, social media has us
Make
thinking that we're
plans.
actually connected with our friends, and we're not. Just because we like your picture, you know what I mean? Like, that's another thing. I think
Or group chats,
liking,
because we think
yes, group
there's group
chats.
chats. We think, "Oh, we speak every day." And we did, and
Mhm.
we crack jokes, but
Yeah. But it's different when you
nothing's
see
better
each
than
other.
that personal
Yeah.
getting that hug, like, that hug I'm not gonna,
Mhm.
get anymore,
I'm sure
it's
she's right
just,
next to
it's
you right
super
now,
important.
looking at you. I'm sure she's looking at you right now next to you, crying like, "Bitch, why are you crying? Like, we're supposed to be happy." And you're like, you know what I mean? So I'm sure I'm sure where she's at right now, she's having the only party and she's looking at everybody like probably cracking jokes. Like,
She's with
why y'all
Susie,
crying?
like, fucking
She's with
laughing at
Susie.
us.
Her and Susie are together next to like a mariachi band or something like that, or like listening to music, just looking at everybody mourning them, right? But like kind of going to this grief, and they're looking at us and they're like, "Can y'all stop? Like, we good. Like, can y'all stop? Like, y'all the ones in trouble down there." So I'm sure that that's what's happening, and that's sure that's the conversation that they're happening. But I
Yeah.
think honestly, I think it's just a reminder, like, go see your friends, go see your family. That's another thing. Family, your friends, like make time for them, make time to see those. Because again, like social media has us thinking that just because you like a picture, like you're connected, and you're not. Like go see them, give them a hug, tell them how much you love them. Like just be present. Because at the end of the day, like you said, life is short. You never know when they're gonna be gone, and value those friendships that have stood with you through thick and thin.
Yeah,
So.
I agree. Like, just like,
Mhm.
I think something that does work is like having like a monthly date that you guys
Yes,
have. Like, if you
I
have
try
a
to do
special group
that.
of friends, yeah,
Yeah. I try to
like
do that
that's really
with my
important.
friend, yeah, with my best friend, Stacy. She's in Jersey. She's a mom, but she also had she had her kid, when we were in college. So she's now living her best life because her kid is
Yeah.
18 in college, and she's just like, "Let's go out." And I'm like, "I'm going through what you went through when we were in college because yo
You're like,
gocé
I'm
mi vida."
tired.
Yeah, I'm like, "Girl, I did all of this. Everything that you're going through right now, like, I did it with college, 20s." Like, she didn't have that because she got
Mhm.
pregnant when we were in college, but now she's just like, "I'm out. Like, well, let's go out. Let's do this." I'm like, "Girl, we gotta plan these things. I cannot just leave." Like, my kid is not
Yeah.
18 and in college. Same thing with, like, Zule. Like, Zule me and Zule try to be very, like, thing about, like, going out to dinner. Like, even if it's a few months in between, and we always tell Yaran, "Let's go."
Mhm.
Now you're gonna come.
I know. I'm
Now
gonna
you're gonna
make it a
push
point to go.
yourself to come. But it's like
I'm
it's
always
true. It's
like,
like you're always like, I'm coming, I'm coming. Then like last minute, you're like, something came up, like I can't. So it's like just reminders, like let's all get together, let's enjoy life, let's be present,
mhm.
let's call that person that you've been meaning to call, texting them or whatever it may be, your family members, because your family members también. 1 minute we're here, 1 minute we're not. So it's just a reminder to be present and to live life
Yeah.
to the fullest. All right, I think we're
And I
gonna
just
close
want
this
to
out. So no,
send
go
I
ahead.
want to
Send.
send thoughts and prayers to everyone who knew Chellz because I know like we're all like going
Mhm.
through it. Like I like I've spoken to so many people
Yeah.
and like even like my guy friends like
Everybody knew
I've
her.
never heard so like many grown men cry. Like
Yeah.
she touched all of us and she was a very special person to us. And fun fact, she was the reason that me and my husband are together. And I'll
So there
tell
you
that
go.
story another day. Um,
Mhm.
but for the next episode, we'll be talking about grief and stages of it, not like off the book, just things that we have experienced.
Mhm.
And I just have to take a deep breath.
Yeah.
And
Let's
yeah,
let's see. Well, on that note, I know this has been a very I want to say like I don't want to say heavy. I feel like these are conversations that need to be had, right? I know we jumped from a few different things, but again, not all of our
it's life.
episodes are gonna
Yeah,
be perfect. This is life, and this is why we say give us grace. We're all going through our own battles, right? Some are a little bit stronger than others, but again, if you're a new mom, if you're going through grief, if you need somebody to talk to, like, therapy is great. If you have your group, say it. You know what I mean? Sácatelo de adentro. And that's why I told that, right? I'm like, dude, cry, scream, but you got to take everything out. Who cares? Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, if you need to cry, cry. If you need to scream, scream. Like, everybody deals with grief differently. Like, when she told me, I'm like, I'm still in shock. So I think for me, like, I'm still, like, I'm processing it, but I'm still just like, it just makes no sense to me. Because again, we're all the same, around the same age. So we're like, this is not supposed to be happening. Um, but I think it's just a quick reminder about life. But let's close with, you know, do you have a quote, Iran? I feel like that's
yeah,
kind of
I
been our
do
new
have a
thing.
quote. A real friendship is not about who you've known the longest, it's about who showed up. And
Ooh.
that hits deep because though I
Mm-hmm.
do know them for 20 something years, when I tell you that these girls I call them my betches, they
Mm-hmm.
have showed up like through everything. And it's vice versa. They need me. I'm like, let me go right now. And yeah, so make sure to show up for your friends and tell
Make
them you
sure,
love them.
yes, tell them you love them, but also make sure to show up for yourself as well.
That too.
Oof. What a good episode, Iran. What a good episode.
Yes. And
Ah,
I'm like it feels good to like talk. Like,
yes.
yeah.
This was a good episode. Ah. All right. Well, thank you so much, everybody. We're Uptown Mommies, episode 5.